Hello, just want to show you what I've done to the room. Let's see. There we go. And then over here, still kind of messy, but I finally got a trash can. And I didn't want to take directions. What is these things? Finally got a refill for mine. But I'm loving the bed. Finally got my look down. Just dollar store stuff. And then of course over here I had some fun with this. I got a cute little candle and put some candles into my wine glasses. Got my records, Pearl, because you know, Pearl. And Jack of Jill, because like who doesn't love Jack of Jill? And people know who they are. Look at my glitters. I heard noises. Broom, because brooms. But these, oh, they smell amazing. And then this one in here is also vanilla bean or vanilla cream or whatever. And of course, some just some cheap ass incense. Because I love the smell. I mean, you don't have to go expensive on incense, I don't think. In my opinion, I go for the smell, and I like ones that smell amazing. And that brand does pretty good because I love sandalwood, and it has sandalwood and patchouli. So that's why I ended up getting it, because those are my two favorite incense smells. That and for some reason, Clouds, I think it's called, and Fairy Dust by Berry. I don't have like incense brands. It's like Nag Champa. They have that flavor in a lot of things. I kind of like that. It's a give or take. But yes, I got to do that right. Oh, and my bathroom looks cute. It probably looks kind of messy because my shower, but because shower. But there we go. Got a rub for it. It's weird having a business. We got a rub, some towels, and washcloths. Gonna be getting some more towels today and stuff. I hate that noise. Anyways, yeah, sure. You know, just enjoying your day off. Actually, having fun doing them, you know, as we do. I would rather just sit on the couch. I'm sorry for what y'all just had to see. Don't mind me. That's just my phone. That's all. That's all that is. Okie dokie. But yeah, just cool. Finally got to make my place up, get it all nice and cute. Get to look like I have some weird board in front of me. Just make it perfect there. I just have a fabric board in front of me. I'm sitting at my desk of knees. Look at my knees. It looks so weird at this angle. I like it. Look at this angle. Here's the tops. And there we go. You get to see the full outfit kind of, which is this. A wrap skirt over just a little black pageant skirt. Cute bit of veil. But I have to wear this way or else I end up hitting it whenever I walk in here first. And then just this Walmart. The black skirt is Walmart. And then these, this, and I think the wrap skirt are all from, what's the name of it? It's right down there on the strip by the Mirror Maze. Earthbound. The shorts about and the skirts are Earthbound. This, well actually this is Earthbound too. This and the black skirt are, well, these, I just like hit the wrap skirt. And the black skirt, those are Walmart, and this is vintage. But yeah, you had to see the full outfit. So yeah, what I'm wearing if I go out today. I'm trying not to go too many places today because I ran around like crazy yesterday getting stuff. Hate doing running arounds. But my place looks nice. Maybe watch the last video. You see that I was waiting forever for a ride. Finally came. I ended up like going to the trolley stop for a bit, right? And then he just pulls up like right back there. It's very annoying. Yeah. Oh. Watch me break shit. Yeah, now I'm just laying here making a video. I have to do it live because if I just record it, it doesn't want to load and I don't get why. So let's see how long I can stay live and see if anybody joins, which I doubt they will because I only have 5 subscribers and I pissed off one. So you're gonna see what I do during the day, which is nothing. I don't even have a TV right now. Whatever. I do have a boring life. But I'm gonna go wander around later, you know, walk the leg, work the muscle. Which I can actually show you. Ooh, don't look up the skirt. Oh, get up. So, this, you can see it on the camera right here. And that's where my bone decided that it wanted to say hello to the world. A car hit me, and I got an open horizontal fracture of the right tibia and fibula. The cure is putting a titanium rod through the thickest bone, which I always get confused. I don't know if it's the tibia or fibula, but one is a very thick bone, and one is a very thin bone. And I know the thin bone is still kind of sideways unless it finally kind of healed together, fucked up. And then the thick one is where I have this scar, which this is from where they opened it up and they hammered a rod from my knee to my ankle, which also produced these scars. Let's see if I can get it on camera there. These, my mangled looking ankle, those are screws, and I actually feel for this one. Right there, there's a screw right there, right under the skin, and it feels kind of bruised sometimes. I have something, I know exactly what that is. It's from me playing with fucking candles. But yeah, right through there. It's getting bigger, and I hope the bone and muscles growing around it. And I have another scar here, but I can't really feel the screw there. But there's another scar. Yeah, and this one. That little one, which looks like a shaving scar, but it's not. That's a screw. And that's a screw. There's a screw over there, and there's a screw right there. So I have 3 screws up here. I have, let's see, down here, 1, 2, 3. I think there's 1 there. I just know my ankle stayed like that. And I don't get why my ankle stayed kind of weird looking like that. I didn't get it. Because, like, it looks like dirt. I understand that. I understand that because I tried to scrub it off to the point that, like, I mean, I was in a depressed state, so I did kind of rub it raw, and that could be scarring that I did. I feel embarrassed saying that because I did. I scrubbed it like crazy, and it did turn red. I don't know if I rubbed the hide off it or what, but I just always thought it was dirt. But it's not. I guess my ankle's scarred that way. Because, like, around there, they're kind of brown too, kind of like the same, but it's under the skin. I don't know how to explain it. I always feel like my scars look dirty because they're darker than the skin around it. And that could be why I think it looks dirty. Because, like, because I know that it's not dirty. I know that it's not. But it looks so fucking, it looks like it played in mud. My scar looks like it played in mud. These scars, they look like they played in mud. This one looks like it played in mud. This one looks like it played in mud. This one is finally kind of faded. Because like I can feel the screw, but I don't see the scar, and I like that maybe. No, nope, I see it. You can kind of see the straight line right there. I'm like, I don't know. I don't like my leg. This one just looks messed up because besides having to go into my leg, it was like that's where it was skinned up, like right around through there. So they had to cut through like my knee, but my knee was skinned up. So, and it looks like stitches. It really does, but they stapled my knee, but they put stitches in the rest. So that was fun to know. Yeah, they stapled my knee, but not my other cuts. They just stitched like over the screws. Oh yeah, and I had to tell them not to re-break my toe because I think my feet are ugly, but I had to tell them not to re-break my toe. I've had arthritis since I was 6, dude. They, yeah, my boyfriend and me had to tell them, please don't re-break that. It was like that. It's been like that. It's always been like that. Don't fucking touch it. But yeah, I do also have arthritis. So I've had arthritis for technically, I think it's rheumatoid arthritis for technically 23 years because I'm 29. And I walk to work every day. I walk everywhere. I can't gain weight. Low immunity, born a preemie, stuff like that. So I do have my struggles on top of mental illness, which I also have borderline personality disorder, which is brain development. I am learning. Trust me, I still research it like crazy. I get obsessed with it. And yeah, on top of my brain being developed completely wrong, well, just in some parts, but I also have mood disorders, which are chemical imbalances, which is depression, anxiety, social anxiety, and PTSD, trauma piece. So yeah, and I still try to work a 9 to 5. I'm going to have to file for blind, even though I put it off, because whenever I was 27, I got new glasses, got prescription sunglasses, but I'm putting off filing for blind because, and the eye doctor told me, was because, 20-year-olds usually don't wear bifocals, and you're still in your 20s, so just hold off until you turn 30. Okie dokie, that's nice to know. Hold off until you're 30 to file that you're blind. So I'm going to be blind. I have arthritis, got hit by a car, so now I walk with a cane. And I can't gain weight, and I get called a tranny from time to time because I don't have boobies. Because for some reason, in today's society where there's non-binary people and all that stuff, apparently if you have boobs, but you kind of look like a girl, then you must be trans. You must be non-binary. I'm not. I mean, I do kind of dress gender fluid. I do understand that. I like androgyny. But I'm a girl. I've given birth. Talk about trauma. My mother lied to my family so that she could have my daughter. I get to miss out on motherhood because of my adoptive mother. That's fun. I've had a fucked up life. Been homeless with a broken leg. Because I broke the leg and my friend had to kick me out because I didn't bring money and I was literally technically off the books for a year. I was in a hotel room until I got the hard cast. The hotel went bad because the lady kept spiking the rent, and we ended up living with this crazy old guy. He wanted to watch us have sex, and I had to work for him all day, all night, even though I was told to put my leg up, climbing up the stairs, up and down because he wanted me to be social, getting mad at me because I just wanted to put my leg up because it was sore. I couldn't work it. Once I got the walking boot, it got even worse. I was having to wash dishes every single day, having to do everything every single day because I was the woman. And whenever we were trying to walk around one day, he said that we couldn't come back, so we lost what little shit we still had, and ended up having to build a shack in the woods and live in that, burning our clothes for warmth. And it rained every day, and we ended up trying to figure out what they do for homeless people. We found out that we can stay in the bank, and we found out that they could help us go to a hotel, and we went. The hotel was in Dublin, Pulaski, so we just went. We're still in Virginia, and ended up working there. Ended up meeting a couple from New Jersey that got shipped to Virginia. Wonder why? Because the bitch was an alcoholic. You have to understand, we came from a shack in the woods to this hotel. This drunk lady decided to take a knife to my stuff. What little I had. Pour lotion on it, piss on it, throw it about, what little makeup I have. Just take everything that I had left, everything that I still actually owned, and she tore it up. Just because she was mad because her boyfriend was hanging out. We seen that he was angry. I learned that, that's whenever I learned some women deserve to have the shit beat out of them. That's the day that I wish those boys would have just sucked it up and fucking killed her. Because that was everything I had to my name. And my parents wouldn't even pick me up so I could see my daughter for her birthday, because I didn't let them know what I was going through. They just know I got hit by a car. Which, by the way, they made sure to show up in the hospital and tell my friend that they were going to try to find a way to help me. They said that I could go home with them, and then I say, yeah, sure, I'll do it. They tell me no. They tell her I said that I didn't want to go. My mom told her I said I didn't want to go. I said my goodbyes to dairy and everything. I was ready to go. And now I understand why she kicked me out and why she was angry. I understand why she did what she did. Because I would be angry if this woman who just got hit by a car could have gone back to see her daughter and she said no. I'd be angry at that person too. I would. From her perspective, I'd kick me out too, because I just denied seeing my daughter so I could stay with a guy. I'd kick my ass out too. The thing is, I said I would go, and I said my goodbyes to him. I was ready to go just so I could spend more time with her. I called and was like, hey, can you meet me here and just let me see Alice for her birthday? Nope. Thank God they didn't know I was homeless, so I guess that's better. They just knew that I had a broken leg. But they also said that it would be damaging for my daughter to see me. They said that they filed the paperwork and Alice was going to be my sister. They made sure to phrase it like that Alice is now your sister. We are adopting her. She is our daughter now. Right after I get hit by a car and I'm coming to and I don't have insurance, I have to find a place to live in that very second. I also get to find out that my daughter's not mine anymore. And so, like I said, October comes and I can't see her on her birthday. And that was whenever we were in the shack. That was before we ended up in Dublin. And then we fixed up some rooms in Dublin and ended up in Atlantic City because the person liked her work. And then whenever I finally get the money for my fucking rent, that bitch tells everybody I'm having money. And I watched her fucking get some guy's house broken in. Go home. It was a hotel room. I've been in a hotel bar for a while. But, like, this guy got his place broken into 3 doors down from me. Just because he was showing off that he had money. And she made sure to tell everybody. And so people broke into his room. I didn't even have money. Alright, this guy was showing off what he had. I didn't have shit. And she was going around telling people. I tried to jump across the desk just to choke her. I wanted to kill her so bad. And that's how we ended up back in Tennessee. Can't really stay somewhere if you try to kill the person who is actually technically your boss. So that's why I left Atlantic City 6 months later and ended up finding my way back to Gatlinburg, where I am happier, but now I'm depressed because I talked about the past. And it's not like anybody watches this, so if I ever get famous, hi, here's the video saying all the depressing shit about me that hopefully I don't have to talk about again. My mother hates me and lies about me to my family, and I'm just now finding this out at 29 years old to fucking find out she told my family that the cops were after me in high school, which I didn't know anything about. Said that I'm making it up about borderline personality disorder whenever she personally called me while I was in a mental institution. Not to mention that that I ended up in a mental institution after she got custody of Alice. And before that, before I even had Alice, I was going through therapy because I was afraid that I might pass on depression to her. You know, and found out that I have more than depression. I actually have a personality disorder that makes me feel things a little bit differently than most. But the thing is, this disorder, this thing that tells me bad things, one of the bad things was, hey, mom's probably just lying about you, and apparently that one's true. That one's sadly true. I need to like nuggets or something. I know it's disgusting watching. But like, I should be able to talk about this normally. But yeah, this video told me this is something different. But fuck it. Put it out there. Why not? My mom has lied about me. My mom does not like me. And I know it for a long time. I feel like the family's known it. But they want to do nothing about it. Because they say I have to. I'm finally learning how to get a fucking backbone, and I'm almost 30. My daughter, she's going to be 5 this year, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to see her because I don't even have a fucking car. But I made sure to take the week off. I made sure to prepare. I made sure that I have to cheer up and talk to them every. Maybe I should put all of this over. Maybe I should have talked about all of this. But I have to do all of this over. I have to deal with this every day. I am a person living in this world. I actually have concrete evidence that my mother hates me, and she always has. And my mother is raising my daughter, and she got her based on lies, and technically, just to keep her for most of the year, even though I begged her to bring her home several times. And they tried so hard. She would make it out like I was the bad guy keeping my daughter from her, and it was always the other way around. And now she has my daughter because that's what she wants. She can't have children of her own, so she takes other people's babies, and she likes doing that. She really likes to do that. But sadly, whenever she started hating me, I adapted being like her. Part of the reason why I'm alone is because I have now find that I don't make things. When I get angry, I can do the physical. I can really pain here something. But this is not the type of angry. It is the type of hurting people. You don't have to lay a finger or hurt them. You just have to manipulate their happy and make it bad. Like everything they like. Something that they don't like anymore. And because you connected with making all the things that used to make them happy, make them sad, then they stop liking you. And then because you didn't like them, they go away. I became a monster. Because I never knew what love was. Now I'm going through life just trying to make others smile because they're always hurt by me. And what the people that look like. Nobody deserves. Nobody else deserves her. And anybody does not understand. I just want my daughter back. But I have my whole family. Well, some of my family does. I have been able to talk to someone, so I found out about the law. I found out so much I wish I didn't know. And you know these things to know what's going on. But it hurts to know. But at least I can stop telling myself if I want to love them. I need to stop thinking that she's lying about me. At least I know that it's right. And I know that I can be strong. Or else the way that I just have to save her. Oh, I don't know. But I do need to become stronger for her, and I can't do that just, trying to love other people, or trying to be part of somebody else's lives. I can't do that. So I choose not to. Be. I have a video of me crying online. Oh, I forgot it. Oh, God. Oh. I got tears in my eyes. No, I do get overly emotional and stuff like that. I don't even know if you can even hear me. God, I hope most of this didn't get recorded and you don't have to hear all of that or see that, right? I try to stay positive, I really do, but it's really hard to stay positive whenever I have so much negative. I have so much. but I tried. I do. I felt how I start. I talked to everybody. I can't be positive. But today off, so it's good to get some other stress out. I feel so pathetic. But I don't know. Maybe if somebody sees your perspective on it, maybe I'm just feeling sorry for myself. I'm not lying whenever I say I have found out the lies my mother has said about me. I'm not lying whenever I say that she lied to get my child. And I don't lie when I say that, yeah, I know. Saying these things to get them off my chest because of shit that I've been through. And I know that nobody believes anything. Because it sounds crazy. It seems and feels crazy to have done some of the stuff I've done, to have been treated some of the ways I've been treated. It seems fantastic. But I had to live it. I know it happened. They are my memories, and I know memories change over time. It's still the concrete parts of it stay. That's what I'm trying to do. So hard. It was very funny for you to ask me for it. I'm a horrible person. I tried to do it. I only had the dress for 2 years, shaking my head for the best school. So yeah, I tried to try to be more. I still got to try it. But I found that looking at certain money helps me survive a little differently. Especially in a town which for tourists you like looking at weird things. Whenever I compliment somebody, they get surprised and they think it. Sometimes I don't look like a person who would be this. Obvious that I don't feel like a person who's nice, so I dress accordingly. But I guess my personality does not show the horrible person I really am. I try not to be that person. I have been trying to control me. But I still mess up. And I still get like this obvious. Because like you saw, I just came on. I was just showing off my lap. I'm calming down. I'll be okay. I do have positive things going on. I got to feed the squirrel the other day. That was fun. I finally got pictures of that too. And I also helped a guy out. I mean, it all sounds stupid, but like, you know, whenever that's like the last few cigarettes, I get my new pack, but that ain't my person. I just smoked the last few, and I gave the guy that and $1 so he can write the drawing. I do my shopping, and then I go into town. I see the guy again, and he says he has 2 jobs and still has time to catch the trolley. And that was a part of his good day. So parts of me aren't good. I am positive thinker, and positive thoughts do help, so I do get the credit. I do very but it's okay. The question is just about that emotion. I just feel it differently and it will pass. is how I just deal with it. And I don't know how long this would last. But, hi. I'm crazy. Here's your proof if you needed it. Have all of the backstory and everything. Not all of it, but at least the plus 18. And the after 21 part. You got all of that part. I live here and there. Shit. Talk about good. No. Thank God there's a joke. These things. Ooh, the bay came in and nobody saw that. This thing, oh my God. 36 minutes of me ranting. My eyes look puffy. Oh God. I'm sorry about that. I was showing you my room. My cute outfit. I turn off some. I need coffee. Like I said, I'm just gonna stay live. Let's just see what happens. Let's see what I do. Just spinning alone. I give it an hour. This will be my. I'm just gonna end here and calm myself down. But I am feeling better. Don't worry. I'm a good person. I promise. I call myself a bad person a lot when I'm depressed. I guess a good person a lot whenever I'm coming out. I don't know. But I have retitled this. Hey, this is just one of my breakdowns. I tried to show off my room, and I got off on a tangent, didn't I? Sorry you had to see that. Hey, borderline community, guess what? I'm tagging this. Whew. Yeah, I guess this turned into, hey, nice. You can actually see me explode. And explode in weird ways. Ugh. Dear fucking God, fuck it. Not like it matters. Not like anybody watches my videos. Right on country down. Such a big sorry. Good vibes, right? Good vibes. That's all I'm saying. Just good vibes. Yes, I have officially hit the fucking button. Yeah. Not my next creek. It's going to be raining later, so fuckity fuck balls. Yes. I wish I had started playing music before I started this video. I'm not saying. left for these very long batteries. Okay. I'm calming down. At least trying to. If I had a TV, I'd be watching it, but I don't, so I'm talking to you. Yeah, fuck you, I smoke. You just watched me have a breakdown. Exactly. Other smokers would know. It's like, you watched me have a breakdown, and I'm a smoker. What do you think? Yeah. Whoa, I thought I was showing my boob. I guess brown girl problem, so I did like that. I thought that was actually shadow on my skin. My fucking kiss. Just saying, I look dark sometimes. But that does, it looks like I digress. I'm watching a borderline just go through her moods on camera. Because why the fuck not? I'm starting to feel like BPD is actually like this, fuck it, multiple personality disorder, dissociative identity disorder. I know it starts with a D now. It's like DID, it's didnt or something like that. Yeah, I am literally trying to go through it in my head. Yeah, I smoked. Obviously, I smoked it. I have arthritis, and if you have arthritis, you smoke the ganja, honey. Just do it. It really helps. Especially like with my ankles. I don't know why. I really wanted to not hurt. I really wanted to work with like the break. But it's mostly like my knees and my ankle on that leg. Cause like for the other, like my thighs, they always feel inflamed because like I use those the most, especially this hip. Cause I still, whenever I'm in pain, I will still just rock with the hip. I'm like even moving my hip in the motion. But I'll bend my knee and shit, but I would just mostly be moving my leg with my hip while I'm walking, just to relieve some of the pressure on it. And whenever I do that, it feels amazing. Because it still hurts, but not as much, and it just feels like it's lifting the pain and slowly moving out. The more I bitch about it, the less pain I feel because I'm getting that energy of I'm in pain out. Wow. I was in tears like about 10 minutes ago. Oh my god. Don't you? I'm crazy. Yeah, here around 6, whenever the sun starts going down, I'm going to be going out to family calling. I'm not texting people. Mama. But yeah, it's early, and I feel like wandering soon. I don't know. I was just like watching, and I don't get why I like it, but getting over it, the rage quits. I love watching those. I don't understand why, but just watching people go crazy. Somebody actually had a compilation of Like, I really like watching Markiplier, PewDiePie, and Green Man. Jacksepticeye. Sorry. I hope to God none of them ever watch this, but if they do, please. Please don't show Jacksepticeye, but I totally forgot his name for a second and called him the green one. I should have called him the Irish guy or something. Something more noteworthy than the green one, but his hair looks fabulous. Green, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you can tell that boy got thick hair. Like, seriously. Like, PewDiePie, not that thick of hair. I'm sorry. Markiplier. Please let him grow his hair out. Well, goodness, he has pretty hair. Pretty voice, too. But he's a thespian, so, of course. Jacksepticeye. Voice, but it's the thick kind of hair that if he grows it out, it would be wavy. Probably. He looks like he has wave to it. Boy, I haven't seen his hair wet. Actually, I don't think I've seen any of their hair wet. Which is where you can really tell like how annoying a person's hair is. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care what. If you have hair, whenever it gets wet, you get to know how annoying it is. I don't give a fuck. You find out how annoying it is. Especially if you try fixing it. Because that's whenever you're like, oh my god, I have control over this portion, that portion, or oh my god, I have no control over this, and this. You find out where the annoyances come from by you bitching at it whenever you're doing it wet. Or finding pleasure, just like, oh, I should have done my hair wet this morning. Whatever. Whatever. It's neither here nor there. We're everywhere. Oh, what? Shut up, Emma. I just have one circle in my head because reasons. Just reasons. But yes, the topic of his song was just talking about hair of Markiplier, PewDiePie, and Jacksepticeye. PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye. Yeah, I wish Markiplier rhymed. But PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, they rhyme. That's cute. Yes, I had to get stoned to get in good mood. Go fuck yourself. Anyways, I mean, it's like the people on YouTube I should treat like friends, but at the same time, y'all don't know me. So it's hard to treat people like friends when they don't know me, but I have to let you get to know me. Yeah, fuck it. Anyways, so, like I was saying, their hair is amazing, but PewDiePie is the beer. Sorry, Jack. Sorry, his name's Sean. I think. For some reason, I want to say Dylan is Markiplier's name, but I'm going to go with Mark. Because I don't know for sure. I just remember that it annoyed me. Because I'm like, wait, is his name Jack or Sean? And then I had to actually fucking Google it because it got on my nerves. So that's the only reason I know Jacksepticeye's name. Is because it annoyed me watching videos and like him saying Sean and then him going back to Jack, reading comments and then going back and forth. I'm like, wait, is his name Sean Jack or Jack Sean? Because I know some people, well, some guys will go by their middle name, and like I use my middle name a lot for my usernames, so I assumed the middle name, but I also assumed he was some 20-something-year-old gay dude. Yeah. Assume you make an ass out of me and you. But yeah. I thought Jacksepticeye was gay and I did not know he was a year younger than me. That shocked the fuck out of me. See, he looks like a kid, so whenever I saw him meeting Markiplier And PewDiePie was like, "Aw, that kid's dreams came true." Like, you know, whenever you see somebody younger achieve something that you couldn't at his age, and then you find out, oh no, he's just a year younger than me. What am I doing with my life? Oh yeah, I'm going insane. You saw the previous parts of this video. Yes, these are the weird things going on in my head that I am open about talking about on here. It's like you will see that there is a political video in here. I think that you'll only see one because I'm not allowed to talk about such things. I'm not going to talk about my alters. I'm not going to talk about how I think Trump is an asshole. That's the most you're going to hear. So you can get a little hint at where I'm going with mine. But please don't think I'm some snowflake bleeding heart liberal, because I'm starting not to side with either. I think, fuck it, I'm going to talk about it apparently, because that's where my brain's going right now, which is not exactly politics itself, but where I stand, which is I don't know where to stand anymore, and I feel like I'm not the only person feeling this way, because and I feel like older people are starting to feel this way, like the older generation is kind of getting confused, because you got liberals, and you see what they represent, which they do represent a lot of good things, but they're also doing a lot of bad things. Conservatives, because I am a liberal, I see them representing bad things, but there's people representing worse. I'm trying to appeal to liberals who are probably watching this. But what I'm saying is, you got your good of both sides, because you need both sides. You need the conflict, and you need both sides to compromise and get along so they can see two sides of the type of population that is, populating the United States. You need both sides because there's a positive and negative to everything. And if you want, you can say one's a positive and one's a negative for somebody that is a positive and somebody that's a negative. Alright? And I'm not going to say which side is which because it's literally in the eye of the beholder. For Republicans, the Republicans are their positive and the Democrats are their negative, and they have to work out the middle. For Democrats, it's they are the positive, Republicans the negative. And since it does work on that basis to rule a nation, which is what they're fucking doing, they're federal. They rule the states and set the base laws, and then the states set their own laws. By the way, people, if you want to make a change in your fucking state, because federal only has certain rules. If you really want to see change in your state. Well, yeah, hint of Black Lives Matter, you're only fucking talking about your own goddamn states. Please take note of that, because if you look at the numbers nationwide, you're a little off whenever you get to state by state, and you just overlooking a lot of states just because they don't have black people. Just want to throw that out there for you. Just fuck off with that Black Lives Matter shit. As a person of color who has been pulled over a lot, let me say the running joke of West Virginia is they ain't got enough black people, so they arrest for, because literally that's what it feels like if you're a weirdo in a country place. It's not the color of your skin, because yeah, mine, I know that's why. Alright, as a person of color, I know that's why, but also seeing my friends who are white getting treated just like me, and then watching some straight A little classy ass white guy not have shit happen to him. So it's a money thing more than it's a color thing. And if you live in a predominantly white neighborhood, you will learn that. But if you live in a predominantly black neighborhood, you will see it's definitely a race thing. But then you will not see where it's a poor thing. You need to go to poor neighborhoods and find out. It's kind of state by state. The police are fucked up. You need to just band together and learn that it's not about race, it's about money, not hurting the poor people, and then it will get better for everybody, especially black people. Dear God, it will get a whole lot better for black people if they just make it, hey, the cops are horrible. And then they'll be free. Because they're like, yeah, you're doing this to us. But look at what they're doing in West Virginia, Kentucky, and the southern states where there's, well, the southern country. I'm not gonna say West Virginia is not southern. They seceded from the south. Thank you very much. Don't tell West Virginia that. They'll slap the shit out of you. West Virginia, shut. But yeah, do it state by state. Say, yeah, this is what you do in my state. But make it about your state. Because I do believe that Chicago has a race problem. But we need to make it about Illinois. Alright, let's make it about Illinois, the whole state. Get the whole state in on it. Get the fucking state cops down. You can do it, Chicago. Black Lives Matter does have its place, but I think it should be everybody matters, and it should be Chicago matters. This city matters, and talk about the problems with the police in that city. And Chicago has a fucking race problem. Or in West Virginia, and even this area that I live now, it's a money problem. They do what they're doing to all those black people, to the poor, no matter their race. So it's a state by state thing. Instead of saying Black Lives Matter, say Chicago matters. I don't know what you would call a person of the town of Chicago. Chicagoan? Chicagoan? Yeah, I have no fucking clue. But what would you call somebody from Illinois? I know you call a West Virginian a West Virginian. Or a Virginian a Virginia. Floridian. A New Yorker. What would you call somebody from Chicago? What would you call somebody from Illinois? But anyways, those people matter. Those people's lives matter. It's like the Chicagoans' lives matter. Something like that. Make it centralized upon the point that you're trying to make, which is your neighborhood. Because you only know your neighborhood. Make the change in your neighborhood. Don't make it a nationwide thing because you don't know the nation. Just like I won't go there and say that it's about poor people. It's obviously not. But in my area, it is. You know? That's my problem. I think that Black Lives Matter is because it's an area thing. It seriously is. And I really kind of wish that people in the country would try to make points of it nationwide like that. But then I feel like country people know that it's an area thing and you have to fix it in your area. I think that's the difference with living in a big city and being disconnected like that, and living in a small town. Whenever you know it's a fucking problem, you fix the problem. It's not some nationwide problem. It's a problem in your area. It's a problem with people that you know. So you fuck with those people. Summersville, they had a huge problem. They had the police pulling people over. Out-of-staters going 1 mile over the speed limit, just giving tickets. Like, I was 22 whenever I moved from there, and they were still doing it. Like, whenever I was visiting up till I was like 25, 26. I haven't really visited much. The last time I visited, I was 28, I think. Yeah, I was 28 for Alice's birthday. And that was last year, so the year before I was 27 whenever I visited last time. And, yeah, 27 because I was visiting from that hotel. From, Chapman. That was the last time I went, because I was living on Chapman last time I went. So yeah, it was year before last. Anyways, that town, like, somebody got in trouble for posting a fucking billboard saying, "Welcome to the Speed Travel, West Virginia, Summersville, slow down." Everybody fucking knows it in the state, and they still kind of do it, but if you lived in a town, you also knew that the cops would raid houses just to smoke shit in front of people. They didn't care what the shit was. It could be crack, but all they fucking care. They smoke it. They take it, and they would tell them exactly how much they're reporting and how much was there. Well, like, yeah, but we're only going to report half. And they would take it, sell it, do whatever they wanted with it. The state stepped in because it was a state problem. It was that town's problem. So the town called the state in on its own government. You have to work within your state to see the change that you want to see around the world. Gandhi did say, if you want to be the change that you want to see in the world. That's fucking true. Do it. This is how my mind works, and apparently I'm wrong because I'm crazy. I'm uncertified. I have a psych degree. Well, psych and English, technically. Psych major, English minor. I have a college degree, but I also have a mental illness, so I can be discredited. But this is how my mind works. If you disagree with me, tell me. I would love to talk about it, especially on Black Lives Matter, because, like, I feel like people, whenever I say, hey, I don't see that point of view, because I don't, it's not because I don't see that the cops are, again, mixed. You think I don't know that there's racism? Yes. I, however, live in the country where white people are horrible to each other. I mean, yeah, to me, but I try to get along with everybody. And sorry, making friends with officers, stuff like that, because, well, they're just people, but they sadly get a bad reputation because there's, like in anything, horrible people, which I think is why I brought up this subject, was because of Republicans and Democrats. They need to know that there is a middle ground, and they have to walk on that middle ground to rule the nation, because they're setting the guidelines for the nation that every state needs to adhere to. However, each state can set its own laws, and they have to also work with that, and work with each state, and listen to each state and the representatives. Which I do believe that there should be 2 representatives, or at least 2 presidents, one for each side. Not this one side rules the nation. No, both sides need to, because we have more than one type of person living here, or 3. So you have your middle ground, little fucker. But yeah, we're trying to find middle grounds for everybody, so that everybody can get along, and we're not stepping on anybody's rights, while also all that. And that's how it started, but now it's all personal and individualizing. Whenever you can't do that. If you're trying to have a nation, if you're trying to have a culture and a society, it can't be individualized. And I'm sorry to anybody out there who finds offense in this, because yes, you should be individuals. Yes, you should be able to have your right to have that. However, pushing it the way that you're doing it makes you the bad guy, because you're doing what they did to you. That's all you're doing, and I don't see the point in it. I mean, okay, you're trans and you want to be called they, them. Good for you. I don't need to know that. I ain't fucking you. So why do I need to know all this info unless I fuck you? I don't give a shit. Be happy, be healthy, be married, be all you can be. Be my friend. I don't need to know. Just tell me that once. If I say, hey, she's pretty cool. But usually if I'm talking to you, I don't need to use your pronouns. So, just saying. Unless it comes to that point that we getting intimate and I need to know what's going on down there, I don't need to know. Same with your religion, same with all that. I don't need to know. All those things are the personal things that you have to walk through life with every single day. We all have that. Thing is, talk about your troubles, you can talk about your depression and all that. Whenever it comes down to your religion, what's in your pants? And your politics, you keep that to yourself, because those are those little secrets that your mind creates so that it sculpts your point of view on the world. And yeah, you might share that, kind of like how I'm doing with you. I understand that, but if you're just getting mad over somebody using the wrong pronoun, please understand. We're used to the to you. you're living in our world, we're not living in yours, and we're all just trying to get there together. And there is death, so maybe you need to lighten up and realize everybody's struggling with something, not just you. That's how I go through life, because but then again, I go through life differently, wondering if everybody else is wanting to die like I want to die. And hopefully, maybe I made that person not want to die for a second. Hopefully nobody is wanting to die, but not saying I want to die all the time, just saying that it's a reoccurring theme in my thoughts that I have dealt with since I was 6 years old, that I have dealt with, that I know how to work through. So whenever I say I want to die, I do understand that depending on my state, if I'm able to tell you, just listen to me talk through it. Just let me talk until I can't stop talking, like I did, like you've watched me do for the past hour. I just talk and talk and talk. If I'm saying I want to die, I'm just going to talk myself through it. And I'm thinking every day whenever I go out that maybe somebody out there is faking a smile like I have to. So for a moment I can make them smile for it. And if more people maybe start thinking about, hey, I'm going through this struggle, so everybody else is going through some kind of struggle. How would I like to get greeted by a stranger? What would I like to happen to me randomly today? And then do it for somebody. Who cares if it happens to you? You just made it happen for somebody else. So you can say that you were a highlight of somebody's day. As you can see, it helps me whenever I have that day. And it might help you. I labor so much in this video. I don't know how I might be interpreted after. Somebody might watch this the whole way through, somebody might see this. I'm not saying anybody's going to see it, but if they do, I do fear what you might think of me. Just because you haven't met me, but I've told you so much, and you've heard so many different perspectives that I have. I guess what I'm saying is, if you see this, and you might have borderline, as in you've been diagnosed, and by the off chance you came across this video, no, I don't take medication. Yes, I did learn later on in life that I've been dealing with it for most of my life. It's hard, it's doable, and I guess I can say that because you see in black and white, you can see the positives and negatives to it. Just research it, learn more about it, know that your happiness is different than others. You can have fun differently than others. Nobody will feel happiness the way that we do. Yeah, there's the negatives, there's sad times, there's depressing times, there's suicidal times. But because we get to feel our feelings differently and more explosively, we get to feel our positives way more. We get to feel excited and happy and joyful, like to its fullest every single time. Nobody else gets to. We do. Us little borderlines out there crying over just the cutest little commercials. Just, oh my god, that doggy in the lot in Maine, like, I know some of y'all are, you're probably tearing up just thinking of it whenever, like, the little boy scares of that little doggy, but he likes his little stuffed lion, and then the doggy dresses up in the lion, you know the one? we get to really feel love every time we love. And yeah, if you're able to go for it and you're able to make it last, I say do it. Through my life experience and my experience with it, I have learned that until I get more control, I'm not going to try a relationship. I'm going to do that later on in life because I have learned that that's not my place right now. I've done it. I'm done. I have done that portion of life, but I have learned that I don't have control enough for that. And so I'm not going to try to hurt anybody else until I, learn control. And whenever I say it's like, I'm not going to hurt anybody until later, I'm saying that love brings pain. It's just something that happens. And you have to understand that you are a part of your heartbreak too. I'm not saying like, oh yeah, every heartbreak you have, it's all your fault. No, 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 no. I'm saying it takes two to tango. Maybe something soured very early and something happened. But just remember that all relationships, well, most relationships start happy, and think of the good times, and then also try to think of how maybe you affected it. I made sure to think of that whenever I found out I had this. So it makes you think differently about relationships and how you might be at fault. And let's just say I learned at 25 that I've had this. I'm 29 now, so for 4 years, so for 4 years worth of research, I think I've done okay. But not just research, but revelations about myself and life and other people, and exactly how I affect other people and things like that. Really coming to on that part. It will hurt. Learning. It will hurt. Realizing the pain that you've caused. It will. But you can get through it. And you can live life happily. I don't know. I can't warn anybody and say that it gets better, because that's a lie. Life doesn't get better. Life just circles around. It gets good, it gets bad, it gets good, it gets bad. It's just how you push yourself through until the end. And how you handle yourself differently through the different types of bad. And how you remember all the different types of good. And how that helps you through the bad. Because there will always be bad, but there will also always be good. Because your mind sees black and white. So it will always feel like it goes from good to bad to good to bad. And yeah, I have it good right now, but I'm thinking in the back of my mind, how is this gonna fuck up? How am I gonna fuck this up? But I always make sure to fight that with, bitch, you still working, you still pushing yourself. You still yell at yourself every fucking day. It's just pushing yourself and fighting the thoughts every day until you wear yourself out and go to bed. Just keep on fighting. It's worth it. Because the bad stuff helps you learn how to be stronger for every single day. I can tell you that much. All that bad shit and how you take it extremely too much. You take it all in too much. But it helps because even though it makes you really weak, it gives you something to work for. And gives you challenges and shows you how you can stand up. You can be you. You can be strong. And if you're watching this video and you don't have borderline, but you know somebody who does, understand no matter how crazy they might seem, they still have to live with themselves. And even though you might be like, I can't take this, I have to go away, they don't get the chance to go away. They really want to as well. They really do. You get the chance to walk away, they don't. They still have to live with themselves. And yeah, they're going to hurt you. You might not know why, but in some way you must hurt them. And it could be as small as just looking over at somebody else at the wrong time. You might not have even been looking at anybody. You could have just turned your head, popped your neck, done something small. And that created a snowball effect. So they hurt you deeply. And then they keep on wanting you to come back. Don't, but do. It's your choice. But know that that's not going to stop. And know that if they keep wanting you back, that part of them still really loves you. Because trust me, I don't want anybody back. I'm not saying I don't want anybody back, but the ones that I keep in my life that I have hurt, I try to make sure stay in my life. And those that I've hurt that I want nothing to do with, I make sure to have nothing to do with. I've noticed what I have seen. A lot of borderlines do that. Like, they'll hurt a lot of people, but let's just say the ones they hurt over and over are the ones they really love. And I know that sounds crazy, but it is. It sounds crazy if it is. But it's they hurt you over and over because they love you way too much. And even the smallest thing that you do scares them into hurting you. And it's not gonna make sense. It never makes sense. You have to be able to stand that. That's part of why I would rather be alone. If you ever know the borderline, you might be like, yeah, you should be alone. And I should. I have no control right now. I have some. I have way more control than I used to. Like, come on. Because I used to be horrible. But I at least talk now. Sometimes it's uncontrollably, but I at least talk. Girl, here I go crying again. 2 cries, 1 video. Look at you again. Woo. I used to be bad. I'm still bad. I still explode. But mine is mostly internalized and self. So if I don't have anybody around, I just take it out on myself. I at least know how to fight it too. And even though it gets bad, I still have people I can talk to. So don't think I'm completely alone. I do still have friends. I still have family. And even though I don't talk to them much because I do fear talking to them, they still talk to me. Even though I do go ghost, they still talk to me. And I like that. I like people who have, I guess, learned me and my characteristics. I can still stand to be around me. But know that being alone is safer. And I know this looks like, oh my gosh, you probably just sit at home and cry so that actually no. This is the most I've cried in a long time, which is probably why I'm doing it. You know, gotta get it out. Gotta get the energy out. But I haven't really got to talk to many people in my life. Like deeply like this, like actually talking, like typing and, you know, just saying it out loud are 2 completely different things. So just getting like a lot of energy and things out, I guess. So don't think I do this all the time, and I hate that I use this as just getting thoughts and shit out because you're just seeing moments of my life and just not being living. So I do fear that this is just the only impression you'll get of me. And it's not a good impression in my mind. Like I was saying to people who know borderlines, that's what I think. When you walk away and think about all the bad things that I've done, how crazy it, or just how crazy it is living with them going from hot and cold. Maybe they haven't done anything to you. Maybe it's just the mood swings and the crazy feelings and the overreactions and just they're depressing to be around. Maybe it's all that. understand that if you leave, it's still going to be that way for them. It's still going to be that way whether or not you're there. There's still going to be this thing. We're still going to be hurting like that. And if you're willing to be there with them and just listen to them and talk to them and let them talk and try to decipher what they say, because they won't let you know what's going on, but there's lots of everything and blah 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 blah, you know, just blah blah blah, point, blah blah blah. Try to figure out, like, if they're accusing you of something, try to see it from their perspective and why they might see it that way. And maybe you have to walk away because your feelings are too involved, but because a lot of times I try to say, hey, can't you just try to see it from my point of view? Can you not see why I'm angry? Because then I start to see their side. I'm like, wait, do you not understand? Why? Can you help me understand why I thought this? Because sometimes I ask those questions and people get mad. They're like, well, you know why you thought that? No. Nope. I have yelled, please tell me how to feel. How am I supposed to feel right now? Because how I'm feeling is sad or angry or this. I was like, if this is the wrong feeling, please tell me how to feel. Because people don't understand what it's like to not know how to feel in a moment. To be stuck in an intense moment and not exactly know the correct emotional reaction for that moment, but still have to emotionally react and then freaking out because all these other people, I guess, are reacting normally and you're reacting wrong because it's not the correct emotional reaction. There's no way to teach that to an adult. And hi, I'm 29 and trying to learn how to emotionally react to people when I fight with them. Because so far, standing still like a stone and crying, fighting for words to get out of my mouth, and just moving my lips weirdly is wrong. I've learned that. Yelling my feelings and how I feel, wrong. Saying what's going on in my head, wrong. So I know how to do it wrong in various circumstances. So if anybody wants to tell me how I'm supposed to emotionally react to some of the shit that's happened to me in my life, please let me know. Just call me up and tell me how to emotionally react to some weird shit. I'll let you in on some stuff and be like, how was I supposed to react there? Since I did not react the right way. Really didn't. And yeah, I'm gonna end the video here and get my day done with and stop crying. I think an hour and a half's good enough. I'm going to eat though. I'm going to eat my feelings. I should have got ice cream. I need ice cream. Yep.